Get ready. These next few minutes could change your life as Bruce Lee's wisdom inspires your true potential.
Be like water, my friend. Empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. If you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. If you put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. If you put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now, water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend. Knowing is not enough. We must apply. Willing is not enough. We must do. I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Do not pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure a difficult one. Mistakes are always forgivable if one has the courage to admit them. Absorb what is useful, discard what is not, and add what is uniquely your own. To hell with circumstances. I create opportunities. The successful warrior is the average man with laser-like focus. If you always put limits on what you can do, physical or anything else, it will spread into your work and your life. There are no limits. There are only plateaus, and you must not stay there. You must go beyond them. Adapt what is useful, reject what is useless, and add what is specifically your own. Don't get set into one form. Adapt it and build your own. Let it grow. Be like water. The key to immortality is first living a life worth remembering. A wise man can learn more from a foolish question than a fool can learn from a wise answer. Life is wide, limitless. There is no border, no frontier. Defeat is a state of mind. No one is ever defeated until defeat has been accepted as a reality. As you think, so shall you become. The more we value things, the less we value ourselves. Do not allow negative thoughts to enter your mind, for they are the weeds that strangle confidence. Notice that the stiffest tree is most easily cracked, while the bamboo or willow survives by bending with the wind. Real living is living for others. Showing off is the fool's idea of glory. If you love life, don't waste time, for time is what life is made of. Ever since I was a child, I have had this instinctive urge for expansion and growth. To me, the function and duty of a quality human being is the sincere and honest development of one's potential. Use only that which works, and take it from any place you can find it. Simplicity is the key to brilliance. Knowledge will give you power, but character will give you respect. A goal is not always meant to be reached. It often serves simply as something to aim at. The possession of anything begins in the mind. Preparation for tomorrow is hard work today. In order to taste my cup of water, you must first empty your cup. Choose the positive. You have choice. You are the master of your attitude. Choose the positive, the constructive. Optimism is a faith that leads to success. Empty your cup so that it may be filled. Become devoid to gain totality. Take things as they are. Punch when you have to punch. Kick when you have to kick. The spirit of the individual is determined by their dominating thought habits. Do not concentrate on the finger pointing to the moon, or you will miss all that heavenly glory. You must be shapeless, formless, like water. When you pour water into a cup, it becomes the cup. When you pour water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. When you pour water into a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Water can drip and it can crash. Become like water, my friend. Life itself is your teacher, and you are in a constant state of learning. Take no thought of who is right or wrong, or who is better than. Be not for or against. Do not deny the classical approach simply as a reaction, or you will have created another pattern and trapped yourself there. Obey the principles without being bound by them. be self-aware, rather than a repetitious robot. Man, the living creature, the creating individual, is always more important than any established style or system. Don't think, feel. It's like a finger pointing to the moon. Don't concentrate on the finger, or you will miss all that heavenly glory. All fixed set patterns are incapable of adaptability or pliability. The truth is outside of all fixed patterns. Using no way as a way, having no limitation as limitation. Be happy, but never satisfied. The less effort, the faster and more powerful you will be. Time means a lot to me because, you see, I am also a learner and am often lost in the joy of forever developing.